Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Nissan Leaf car review. And we're in the back of the Nissan Leaf now. And I've got to say, I'm actually quite impressed with the headroom. I've got plenty of headroom here. And I've got plenty of legroom now. This chair is as far back as it can go for the driver, and I've still got plenty of room for my legs. What do you get in the rear of this car? You get electric windows, get the same chrome door handle. On the bottom of the door, you get yourself a nice place to place a bottle of Coke for the kids. Got mat pockets, and we also have, again, charging port here, 2 charging ports for USB cable, and heated seats for the rear as well, which is quite good. Something I've never seen before. In the back of the car, you have ISOFIX seating for the back seats. If you've got a child seat, I've got a child seat in here. You also have an ISOFIX point and a tethering hook for a passenger seat as well in here. You get, I don't know if you can see that, you get door handles, grab handles, slow release grab handles. Which is nice to touch. And again, it's a nice place to be. The car actually starts to slope just after your head. So you've got plenty of headroom here. So all in all, quite impressed with that. What I'll do is I'll get the setup to go ready for a drive, and I'll just explain some of the safety features on this vehicle. Right, before we go for a drive, I just thought I'd go over some of the features this car has, or all the models of this car has. So, standard feature is the touch screen, as we talked about earlier, is an 8-inch touch screen, MP3, USB aux, and if you opt for the Techna spec, you get a Bose sound system. It's got also got a telematic system showing your charging, and Nissan's Connect app, which can control the aircon, cabin heating and charging. Standard features on this car and across the range, you've got your auto climate control, auto headlights, rear USB ports, which we've covered, cruise control, speed limiter, heated seats front and rear, auto wipers, follow home headlights. Now that's really handy if you've come home, arrived home at night, it's dark, trying to find your keys. All you do on the car, put your wee flasher, pull your indicator stalk to flash like as if you were letting somebody through, and the car headlights will come on, probably for about 30-40 seconds. It allows you to get in the front door, find your keys, get in the front door. It's got Nissan's e-pedal, which I'm going to explain. And for safety, various levels of safety control this car's got. It's got anti-lock brakes, electronic brake distribution and brake assist, electronic stability, it's got driver, passenger side and curtain airbags, it's got chassis control, lane keep assist, hill start control, high beam assist, lane departure warning, intelligent lane intervention. So I'm guessing that's like if a car sort of crosses your path, this will slow down. Rear cross traffic alert, blind spot warning, intelligent emergency brake with passenger recognition. So if somebody was to step out in the road in front of you, the car will automatically brake. You might have seen that in the Nissan adverts that's been going about. Automatic hazard warning lights, that'll be like if you slam the brakes quite hard. As I mentioned, you've got your 360 degree camera on the touchscreen. You've got a driver alertness system, front and rear parking sensors. As we mentioned earlier on in part 1, it was picking up my camera mount on the left hand side of the car. It's got ISOFIX we've mentioned as well, and it's got a tyre pressure monitoring system. So, without much further ado, I think we should go for a wee drive. So as I said, we don't need the key, so we'll just dump the key in the door, in the cup holder, and we'll go for a drive. And we're actually in a car park at the moment, so what I'll do is I'll demonstrate the e-pedal. So start the car, put your foot on the brake and push the start button. You'll hear it whir. The speedometer will do a sweep. The needle will do a sweep of the speedometer. It says there's no key detected. There is a key and the door's not shut, bear with me. Try that now. Here we go again. Foot on the brake. And we just slip it into drive. And the handbrake, or is a mechanical affair, it's a pedal, so it's just where your clutch pedal would be. If I can find it again. And there we go. Right, so I'm actually going to put an e-pedal and we'll go off. So the first thing that gets you in this car is the lack engine noise. You can hear a whirring noise. And I'll show you e-pedal once we get a wee bit of speed. So e-pedal is Nissan's system of regenerative braking. This is, and apparently you can dial it in to full control, depending on how much regeneration you want. So I'll just take a car up to 10 miles an hour. I'll take it up to 20 and I'm going to take my foot off the brake, off the accelerator pedal. I've not even got my foot on the brake. And that's the car stopped. That's how good e-pedal is. So we'll just head off and go for a drive. Now we've talked about ProPilot. ProPilot is a system which allows you to set things like your adaptive cruise control. It can follow a car in front of you at a safe distance, and it also can help you park your car as well, which is really impressive. Let's go up here and out. It's really quiet. All you can hear is like the road noise. I'm just going to come off the pedal. I've got to figure out how to set this, but you can set your figure. So I'm just going to take e-pedal off. There we go. We'll put back into drive for now, into normal driving when I'm using the brake. It's a really, really quiet little car. Telling me the speed limit here is 30 miles an hour. The car does that. It's actually a 20 mile an hour zone, so there you go. And on the move, it feels like you're driving a conventional car. It feels really, really it feels like you're driving a conventional car. It's quite, the steering's quite direct. And just looking for a place to pull in. The thing that worries you when you're driving electric cars, people don't hear the car. And yeah, that's something you'd have to get used to, I think. We'll just turn into this opening on the left here. The wee touchpad mouse thing is really easy to use. And it's steering so light just to park up, to manoeuvre in as well. I'll just park here. Now, I know I've got a camera and I'm still relying on my mirrors and my lookabout, so stop doing it. So we've mentioned ProPilot, so let's talk about charging the vehicle. So you can get a professionally installed 7 kilowatt wall unit. You can charge a Leaf overnight for 7 hours 30 minutes on the normal Leaf, or if you go for the bigger battery pack, the 62 kilowatt battery, you can charge that for, take 11 hours 30 minutes for the Leaf, and between 60 to 90 minutes at a charging station to get the battery from 20 to 80%. And with the Nissan connectivity app, you can plan a route which takes on a charging station and charge up with vehicles. Now, I've heard a story about these cars. People who buy electric vehicles, if they go on holiday, they'll make the most of it, like a day trip, just getting down there. So they plan out their charging points, simply take a leisurely drive to charge up the car, have a cup of tea in the service station, and they wait till it's sufficiently charged, and they go again to the next charging point. So we're just going to try the e-brake again. So I'm just travelling at 20 miles an hour. I think one of the things was you've got to master this e-brake. It's a nice way to drive, so you're just sort of easing off power. The brake lights do come on off and get back. So I'm just watching this car behind. I'm going to go right for the train station. Just easing off gently, and then powering back on just gently. You just got to use little gentle touches on the pedal to make the system work. So you just easing off and then back on. It does take a bit of getting used to, but on the whole it's a nice system. I was hoping there was a way you could dial it in so you could set up a regenerative braking, but maybe I'd have to have a wee look in the manual to figure that one out. So we'll maybe have a wee shot at that and try again. Right, we're going to go for another drive. I can't figure out how you dial in, set up your regeneration system on the car for e-brake, so we're just going to take the e-pedal off. But it is clever. I just found it a wee bit fierce getting it to work, so it does take a wee while to get used to. So let's go for a drive. What we're do is we'll take a wee drive on a road that I know quite well, and we'll see what sort of, how it quickly responds to getting up to 60 mile an hour. On we go. As I said, it's quite a nice car to drive. It doesn't feel like you're driving an electric vehicle from inside. The steering's so direct. Now, what sort of costs for this car? Well, this car starts roughly about 26,800, round to around about 36,000. But you can get a government grant up to £3,000 for this, to help you purchase a car, and I think that grant also goes towards, I don't know if it goes like towards like buying the stuff you need for your house, like, because you'll need like a socket, an outdoor socket, charging socket for a car, and I believe Eon got a partnership with Nissan to do this, so that's worthwhile. What about battery life on the car? Well, Modern Heroes, another YouTuber, recently picked up a 2011 example. Oh, wee car coming, wee freewheeler coming along. That was quite fun. Yeah, Modern Heroes on YouTube picked up a 2011 model, and he had a look at the batteries on it, and apparently they'd only lost 30% of their charge. So the battery was running at 70%, which is really, still really quite good for what you consider as nearly a 10-year-old car. Yeah, as I said, you can charge these batteries up overnight. You could go to your bed, put it on charge, and it'll be ready for you going to work next day. This car is probably suitable for people that do like sort of low mileage, like just commuting to the office and back, or just doing the school run. And you won't feel you won't feel guilty just going a short hop to do the school run, because you're not producing any emissions on this car. Shut this window. You're not producing any emissions, and it's really quite good. I mean, I don't know how long the charge would last you, but if you're doing like a school run, the charge could last you a few weeks if you're just using it to go to and from school. Yeah. What's my personal thoughts on this car? I really like this car. I'm going to say you'll have to get used to the e-pedal. I'd have to read up more about it. I read or heard you could set it up so you could choose the regeneration on this car. I've not figured it out, but it is a nice touch when you actually come off the accelerator and it does slow down a wee bit. And then you can just, it's like you want to keep going, like you come up to roundabout, just sort of ease off, and then you power back on again. If I haven't used the brake, you would still use a brake for like an emergency stop if that need arise. Personally, it's a really nice car. I just find it, even with a government grant for myself, it's still quite expensive. I know you get the savings, like you'll save money on fuel, you'll save money on servicing because there's no mechanical parts, no moving parts to service. You don't need an oil change. This also qualify for like if you're in a congestion charge zone, like for example in London. I think you'll save, I can't remember what it was. something stupid. Top of my head, I think maybe £1,200 a year just on London congestion charges, which is quite good. I think it's benefits from zero road tax as well. So here we are, we're going to do a 60 mph launch. Yes, up to 60, we're at 30 mph now. And we're away. Like a scolded cat, we're away. This is really, really impressive. So like a really scolded cat. But then, once you get higher up, the car does run out of puff. I've just lost 3 miles of putting the foot down. And we're just coming back into 30 now. Easy. Yeah, just like a scolded cat. Yeah, personally for me, I think if I was buying a Leaf, I think I'd look at a second-hand one. Even the 2017 models, the first of them, second generation, still quite expensive. Even the first generation, still quite expensive. I think if I was looking for one, it'd be like an early example. I mean, yeah, I'd lose out on the features like Pro Pilot, Nissan connectivity, e-pedal, but you'll still get that. You'll still get what you bought the car for. An electric vehicle, and if that's what you really want, and you're not really bored about the gimmicks on the car, about e-pedal or connectivity. I mean, I'm a dinosaur when it comes to technology. It takes me ages to figure out what an app is, sort of thing. The first generation Leaf's a good choice as well. It might not be a looker compared to this. Might look like a wee ugly duckling, but if you're just wanting a car, you can charge up once in a blue moon and you're just doing low miles, then I'd consider a Leaf. So I'm just going to go back one, come up to my favourite road now. And as I said, the steering's quite got a nice feel to it. Also, flat bottom steering wheel. The steering wheel is quite a nice size. So that's quite good as well. So we're just going to take this onto my road, my favourite road here. It's got a wee bit of, a few wee twisties in it, and just show you what it's like to drive quicker and what it feels like going into bends. The speed camera here. All we hear is just the electric motor spooling up with the turbo. And that's me at 60 already. So I'm going to test this bend. Just easing off. What's the car like to drive into a bend? It's not bad. It's quite direct. Little touch of steering wheel puts it into the corner quite well. You would think maybe just the weight of the batteries. No, it's really, really nice to put into pitch into the corners. We've got another wee road here as well, so we'll just go down this. Got a wee country road down here as well. And I mean, it's really nicely laid out here. Nice leather here, so it's nice and soft touch. It's a nice place to be, so we'll come back to 30 mph. So we're just going to go into the country road down here. Brake. It's a nice place to be. There's always one that's just got to stop on the road, into the middle of the road. we'll just try another wee bit of my country road down here.